Hello, Soraya Bastian here, and you are watching Beyond Breath TV, the place to be to overcome your husband's infidelity and create a beautiful marriage. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are that you're looking for advice on how to fix your marriage after your husband has cheated. Well, you're not alone, as infidelity is a common issue in relationships and that can be devastating for both parties when it happens. I understand from my own experience how painful and overwhelming this is, and I want to help you through it. Today, I want to talk to you about 2 things that you've probably done or been told to do to fix your marriage and why they aren't working, and then give you 3 steps toward healing your marriage that you probably don't know about. So even if you're feeling like you're at the end of your rope, that you've done everything that you can to heal your marriage and it's starting to feel hopeless, or you're just at the beginning of this nightmare and aren't quite sure where to start, this is for you. The first thing you've probably done or been advised to do is to communicate. Be honest, open, and vulnerable with your feelings. This is an honorable gesture and a skill that absolutely needs to be strengthened in order to fix your marriage. But from my experience of helping women in this area for over a decade, it's not very easy to do. Take Susie, for example. Susie received a letter from her husband telling her about the state that she'd been in and how it was affecting him for a very long time. She had a sincere desire to respond to the letter, explaining to him what the situation is and what she has suffered after his infidelity. As we discussed the options of how to respond, one thing she said to me was that she was afraid to write a particular thing because she didn't know how he was going to respond to it. I believe this is a very common trait after infidelity, and sometimes in marriages in general. And as much as you have a desire to communicate openly and honestly, fear encircles that desire and prevents you from ever really establishing the communication needed in order for your marriage to heal. The second thing you've most likely tried or been asked to do is recommit, to rebuild and restore trust within your marriage. Trust is a word we throw around as if it's tangible, like we each have a trust meter above our head, letting others know how trustworthy we are. And after infidelity, one of the main things couples do in order to rebuild trust is set boundaries. Now, this word boundaries is a hot topic that needs its own 7-minute show, but for now, I'll try to keep it short. Boundaries after infidelity look like a list of things for your husband to do or not to do that are an attempt for your safety and also a tangible expression of him and his desire to rebuild trust. His commitment level to the marriage lies on if he complies to the list that you've created for him or not. And here's the kicker. Your fear of trusting him again and being hurt keeps you from trusting him. In essence, you don't trust what he's doing or not doing because fear is in your way. Now, do you remember on Sesame Street how they would always have a letter or word of the day? Well, maybe I just dated myself, but the word for today is fear. Here's the thing. I only gave you 2 examples of things you've tried over the years. And to be honest, I think this list is endless. But an underlying factor in everything you've tried, there's fear. And that is why none of your efforts are working. So here's what I want to share with you today. Before you do any work or any more work to heal your marriage after your husband's infidelity, you have to clear the fear. Fear is a symptom of emotional trauma. And if you want to see if your marriage is really going to work, and if you want to see that trust can be rebuilt, and if you want to communicate openly, honestly, and vulnerably, you have to remove the fear. What does this look like? Well, the first step is what we call clear. You have to clear the emotional trauma that has infiltrated and impacted your very being. The second step is to create. From there, you have to create the skill set and muscle memory within yourself to stay out of the trauma. And finally, the third step is to connect. Then you have to learn how to reconnect with your partner to rebuild a marriage you're proud of. Now it's time for me to hear from you. Tell me in the comments below, how has fear shown up for you when it comes to healing your marriage after your husband's infidelity? Please tell me in the comments below, and be sure to head over to sorayabastian.com and subscribe to become a Beyond Breath Insider. You'll gain instant access to an awesome training where I share the secrets to creating a marriage full of passion, intimacy, and excitement after your husband's infidelity, as well as some exclusive content, some special giveaways, and personal updates from me that I don't share anywhere else. Thank you for joining me today. I love you. Bye-bye.